Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everybody in between, welcome to another episode of the Jake Botel Sports Experience. Today, we are going to be having a look at a team profile for Antrim, the Saffron County, ahead of the 2022 All-Ireland Senior Hurling Championship. If you would like to have a look at how that championship format will play out this season, you can check out my breakdown of how the league, the tournament will roll for the 2022 All Ireland Senior Hurling Championship. Antrim, the nickname for Antrim, the Saffron County. For those who don't know, their manager is Darren Gleeson, who's been the manager since 2019. Their captain is Connor McCann, and their most recent title, they have never actually won the All Ireland Hurling Championship. They have been runners-up twice. The most recent final that they lost was in 1989 against Tipperary in a fairly one-sided game. Antrim are going to be burning for some redemption after dropping from the top tier of hurling in 2021 with championship losses to Dublin and then Laois. They will favour themselves, though, to try and have a crack at winning this Joe McDonagh Cup and earning a chance to be promoted at the end of the season. Let's have a look at some form for Antrim. And the most recent batch of form we have to look at is their National Hurling League form from the league that concluded just a couple of weeks ago. So Antrim, I think, would have targeted this league to try and get some results, and they came oh so close. Now, last season, keep in mind, they had wins over Clare and Laois and a draw against Wexford. So they had a really impressive league campaign in 2021. So they would have been looking for something similar this year. They lost by 3 points to Kilkenny, 4 points to Dublin, 2 points to Waterford, 1 point to Laois. They got blown out by 30 points to Tipperary, but I have a feeling that they had one, if not two eyes on that relegation playoff battle the following week against Offaly, which they won. So they maintained their Division 1 hurling status for the National Hurling League in 2023 with that win in the relegation battle against Offaly. All up, they go 1-5. They score 11 goals, 106 points. They concede 17 goals, 121 for a minus 33 point differential. Now, if you take that loss to Tipperary out, they are so close in all of these games that they, just lose out to Kilkenny, who ended up as a league semi-finalist. They just lose out to Waterford, who ultimately won the National League. They'll be really disappointed, I think, with that loss to Laois. That 1 point loss to Laois will really sting them. So I think they'll be a little disappointed with the results that they got out of the Hurling League this season, in contrast to last year where they got some wins on the board. But they'll be glad to have stayed up. Let's have a look at some individual performances from the league for them. Neil McManus, absolute talismanic player. 4 goals, 29 for a total of 41 points. Conal Cunning, 18 points. Keelan Malloy, 1 goal, 12 points. Kieran Clark, 1 goal, 9 points. So you can see how important Neil McManus is. And he racked up that 4 goals and 29 points. And he missed at least one game. I believe, off the top of my head, he was sat out at least one of those league matches. So what can we expect from Antrim in this tournament? They're in the Joe McDonagh Cup, essentially the second tier of senior inter-county hurling. Well, I think that they will be burning for some redemption. I think they'll be disappointed that they went out last season. I think that they'll want the chance at promotion. So these are my expectations. Antrim should win the Joe McDonagh Cup. I think they should really back themselves with players like Neil McManus, who is an absolute star. The Saffron County have a brilliant chance to win this Joe McDonagh Cup. They've got a strong team of hurlers around Neil McManus. A good manager in Darren Gleeson, who's had them playing some really nice hurling the last couple of seasons. I think winning the cup is the outcome that they'll desire and an outcome that they are set up to do. And that will earn them the right to a promotion playoff game. Now, it's not as simple as win the Joe McDonagh Cup and you go up. You have to face off against, I believe it's the 5th place Munster hurling team this year, was what I read somewhere. that's going to be tricky. So whoever it is, it's going to be a playoff game to go up against one of those, tier one hurling teams, one of those tier one hurling counties. So that's what they're trying to earn. Win the Joe McDonagh Cup and earn the right to get a playoff back to the top flight of the hurling championship. And look, if you can get a few upsets come the All Ireland finals as well, if you could win a game there maybe, well, that's all the better. What's next on the JBSC? Well, up next, we'll have a team preview for you of Carlo. So the Barrow-siders, they are also in the Joe McDonagh Cup. We're working our way alphabetically through the Joe McDonagh Cup. Then we'll do Munster and we'll finish with Leinster. So you'll get team details, their National League form, some season expectations, and a little bit more. So Carlo is next on the agenda as we move towards the 2022 All-Ireland Senior Hurling Championship. If you have liked this video, please consider giving me a subscribe. You just hit that subscribe button up the top, hit the bell, and you'll be notified whenever I have another video. I'm doing all these team previews, so there'll be plenty of content to watch over the next couple of weeks leading up to Championship. That's all for today. Thanks so much for watching, guys. You've been great, and I will see you next time.